2019 is coming to a close, and I wanted to share with you some of the biggest lessons I've learned during this year doing the Voodoo Man project. So let's just jump right into it. You know, one of the first lessons I learned was what it's like to be a true revolutionary. You know, the amount of sacrifice and the amount of pouring your life into fighting for change for something that you believe is right is something that is rarely seen. I also got to see what it's like to put a message in your art and a message in what you're doing. That's something that that's very important to me, and something that I think I had a lot of conversations about. I got to see the various different fronts and ways that we have to fight to improve our struggle, whether that be on the real estate front and buying land and owning property and financial literacy, or whether that be on the cooperative economic front and making sure that we buy our own products, or whether it be the political front and making sure that we are being active in politics and are actually giving voice to those who need a voice. I got to see what it's like to truly build communities. You've got to have communities for people to feel safe, and communities for people to grow. And I got to see what it's like to see those communities grow and see, like, you know, when people put plans in place and what that evolution could actually look like. I got to experience other perspectives that I'm not familiar with, perspectives of strong black women, perspectives from the LGBTQ community, the perspectives from that I don't personally live but are very important to us uniting and having a strong foundation. I learned a great deal more about the struggles of our ancestors. You know, something that I thought I was very well informed on, but as I started to create content for people and I was doing my research, I learned a lot about just how systematic the destruction of races of people have been. I learned a great deal more about how the African diaspora is connected and also why it's so fragmented. And there's a lot more work to be done on that front in uniting all of us. I also learned a lot about myself and about what I really want this project to be about. When I set out, I was anticipating this being just a 6-part series. I was doing a whole bunch of interviews, and I wanted to chop them up into a docu-series, into the episodes that we were making, and then have that correlate into an album. And that's still what I'm doing. But I think I want to expand it beyond that. I think it needs more episodes or potentially another season. But I see more content being built around this than I initially anticipated, because there's so much of this conversation that is important. So I had to step back and reevaluate exactly what it was that I wanted to give to you and how I wanted to give that. So 2020 will see the next phase of the Voodoo Man project, where you'll see a lot more creative content, meaning album, music videos, short films, and things that aren't necessarily historically based. There'll also be more interviews, and there will be more episodes that are focused on a single subject matter, to make sure that we're putting these points in perspective into how we can effectively build up our community and position ourselves to be in a better place in the future. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about sharing the things that I've been working on this year, and taking these next steps. And you know, I didn't know how I had no idea how it was gonna go. I'm very happy to have reached 100 subscribers in under a year. You know, thank everybody out there for helping me to reach 100 subscribers. And we're gonna have to do a lot more work next year, and I think it's gonna be more interesting. I've been trying to be a lot more consistent as the year progressed, and I was starting to find my groove and figuring out how I wanted to do this. I hope that I am giving you guys some things to learn too. So you know, if you've learned anything from any of the episodes or the conversations, or any of the side topics or things that I've talked about on my channel, please drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys have learned. Let me know what you want to hear more about. And this whole project is to create conversation. It's not just me pouring in. I get a lot of good feedback from when when I have conversations in the comments or when you guys DM me, you know, I get a lot of good information and a lot of good resources. So it's a give and it's a take. So, you know, I want to take in some more information from you guys, and feel free to reach out and please continue to share and contact me. But yeah, 2020 is gonna be big. I'm really excited for the start of the next decade, and it's gonna be dope. You know, please continue to watch, continue to share with your friends. Thank you for everybody that has been supporting so far, and the things we got coming up are gonna be fire. So yeah, Voodoo Man.